Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So today I used For Rent, Book Nook, Home Chef Hustle, and City Living. So I only used four different things to make a fourplex that kind of resembles like a brick house. I named it Brick House Lane. I really love the build, so let's just jump right into it and let's get it started. So in this build, we're not on a huge lot. I think this is only like a 20 by 20 lot if I remember correctly, or maybe a 30 by 30. But I saw this lot and I saw all of the brick around it, like the brick buildings around it, and I was like, "Oh, I bet you I could build something that fits in here, right?" Like I thought I could. And so I gave it a shot, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. I love a good entryway that has like those little angles, like the little, I don't know what it's called. It's like a little dugout, I guess. And I love having that as an entryway because it helps provide like, I don't know, homey environment. Like I just love putting those in. There is only one lot in the basement, and the entrance is right here on the side. And the only reason I put this fifth unit into this build, because there's four units that you can see here, and then on the side you go down, and it's meant to be a landlord unit. And that's literally just because I have found that from playing in the for rent pack, I prefer to live on the same lot as my like residents because I like to see them. I like to have the Sims like walk around and like see them throughout the like just in the community spaces. I really love, like, if anything, I would literally buy the pack just for that because I love having my Sims walk around, and not even just my Sims, having other Sims that I've like rented out, seeing them live their lives is so amazing to me because I get tired of playing with the same Sims over time. So I end up like switching it, after a couple months. And it's nice just to have like random townies I don't have to worry about. And you can like play them too. So sometimes I'll switch into the townies and I'll just like mess with them and their lives for a little bit. And then I'll switch back into my landlord Sim. But I love to have my landlord live on the lot because I spend a lot of time on the lot when I play. Excuse me. I spend a lot of time on the lot when I play. So it just makes sense for me to put a little landlord suite in the basement. However, these porches gave me a freaking migraine because I couldn't, like, it kept deleting the wall. I don't know why it does that, but it kept deleting the wall. I have no idea why. Like I had to keep redoing it. It was so frustrating. And not to mention trying to find a brick wallpaper for the outside of this house. I don't know why, but I couldn't find one that I really liked. I also did kind of limit myself on packs because I didn't want to like be excessive. Um, and then on top of that, roofing, as we've seen in past videos I've posted, I am not the best at roofing. Roofing is not my strong point. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. I have another video I'm recording right now that's just using For Rent and the base game. And let me tell you, it's so much harder than I thought it was going to be, like, to just get everything to match. I mean, they did a really good job with For Rent and like the matching swatches, for my opinion. But yeah, overall, this build took me a little bit, and I'm working on another build that the roofs are like complicated, but it looks kind of cool. So I'm really excited to show you guys that video. So make sure you subscribe and like and comment and whatever. Let me know what's up because I have another video coming and I'm very excited about it. This one, I couldn't I didn't know how to section stuff off at first. That and I kind of wanted them all to be in a sense carbon copies of each other because it is a rental unit, and like my inspiration for this is like pretty much all of them are the same. I live in a carbon copy apartment, and so I every apartment looks the exact same as mine no matter where you go in our complex. So it's kind of, I wanted to build the same thing, and it also helps reduce time because these videos, I know it doesn't look like a lot of time because I shorten them down to be like 20 minutes at the most, but these videos take me hours to do because I'm sitting there, like those little pauses, I have to sit there and think for a minute to like figure out what I want to add there because sometimes I have to go back and redo it, and I normally will clip that footage. I don't think I did here. I found though that sectioning it off, so the kitchen looks weird because there's no door, but don't worry because those walls won't exist. The problem was is I needed to carbon copy it because I knew I'd be alt placing something, and I did not want to do that 5 times. No, just like making sure that this was playable was enough for me. It is playable. I've played for about 5 hours in it. That's the other part of these videos that takes a while is after I build it, I go and I play in it in a personal save to make sure it's usable. And like if there's any adjustments that need to get made, I go through and I make those adjustments. But I am just one person and I do miss things. So please, if you guys download this and use these, let me know if there's an issue with it, either in the comments on the gallery or even just like put it in the description of the video. That would help me a ton. Just let me know if there have been any builds that you've tried that I've made that haven't worked. Also, at the very end of this video, let me know what you guys think of this build. Is this something you guys want to see more content of? Do you guys want me to do other content? Do you want me to do gameplay? Let me know what you guys are looking for in the comments. Just shoot a comment down there. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Because right now, these are the kind of videos I'm making because they're kind of the only way I know how to make a video right now. And honestly, I had a lot of fun building this though. During the recording process, it was a lot of deleting and a lot of like testing because I have never built something as big as this that was meant to be used and lived in. Like I built the giant ski lodge, which I'll link that. That was a fun build. That was a cool build. I really like that build. I recommend you guys go check that one out because that one is cool. And I've played with that one too, and I've made some adjustments, and it's really really fun. I would highly recommend adding that to your world. Anyways, this build, I recently had gotten Book Nook. There's a ton of Sim stuff on sale right now. So if you guys have been wanting to get like a Sims pack, or you don't have some of the packs that I've been using, go look on the EA store and see if there's any on sale because they're doing a giant sale right now. And I got a couple of the packs I don't have. And honestly, this is like the best time to buy a Sims like expansion, game pack, kit. Well, the kits aren't on sale, but the kits are $5. I'm just saying, like, if you don't have vampires or some of the occults, I think they're $11 right now, which normally they're 20. So that's not a bad discount. It's better than what you would get on CD keys from what I remember. So go check it out. If you don't have any of these packs, they are all on, like pretty much all of them are on sale right now for until January 9th, I believe. This was recorded on December 22nd, just so everyone's aware. The sale ends January 9th, 2023. So go grab them. I wanted to make sure that you could fit enough Sims in here because as I've played with For Rent, I have found that like sometimes you don't have any residents that like can really live in there. Like you don't have a toddler bed or something like that, or they have infants and none of your apartments are made for infants. I find that that can be kind of frustrating because infants aren't infants for long, and it just feels pointless to build them an entire room if you're just doing it for like a rental. If you were going to live there, that's fine. But like, I'm not planning to live in this thing or really play with those households. So I didn't make any of these rooms like available for an infant. I mean, I could definitely do that, but I decided to just kind of not do it and make it instead from, I believe, after toddler. So child and up, all these beds are usable for them. And most of the time I see families have like children instead of toddlers or infants when I'm renting to them. So yeah, anyways, those walls I was telling you about, see, we were going to get rid of all those kitchen walls because no. And it was just so I could duplicate it. That was literally the only reason I did it, was so that I could duplicate it over because I was not trying to like duplicate that 5 times. That was way too much. Was not doing it. I also switched one of the beds, so instead of there being like that one room that has the 3 beds in it, I put 2 and a desk instead because your Sims kind of need somewhere to do their homework. And I find that giving them a desk kind of makes them more inclined to do so. The only issue I had with this build is when you copy the rooms over, it like doubles the outside fixtures. So like there would be like double doors or double windows or something weird like that. I don't necessarily understand why that happens. Like if there's a door there, it should just no. This is where I was having a lot of problems with the like foundation of it all because the porch wasn't working for me. It was just a nightmare. This is what takes the longest in these builds, I swear. It's like going through and making sure that like all this stuff that isn't clipping or being weird. This is where I finally added the brick texture so you can really see what I was going for in this build. And honestly, the build turned out great. It is adorable. I put these little like food signs, I think is what they are, that came with the For Rent pack. They're just like advertisements, but the walls were empty and I couldn't use any of the other stuff because in some of the other packs, they have some like really fun wall like plants that you can put that like go up it. And I really wanted to do that here just to give it some age and some character to the building. But ultimately, like I was just not trying to do 8 trillion packs in this because I know that not everybody owns quite a few packs of this game. They're expensive, I'm not gonna lie. An expansion pack is almost the same price as a brand new game now. It's insane. It's insane. I don't recommend that anyone buy them unless they're on sale. However, with the stuff that comes in these packs, I went through wall decoration for so long trying to just find stuff to put on the side because I wanted to put windows, but like the windows, it was too much, and then there's not a good spot for windows there because I had stuff on the wall on the inside and I didn't want to have to go through and redo all the interiors, and so it was just too much. So I just tried to find some stuff. I don't even think I finished it till the end of the video because it took me forever to figure that out. And as well as with the For Rent pack, I think a lot of us know at this point too that you have the utilities now, which is, you have the water heater and the electrical box. And I don't fully understand, and I would like someone to let me know how it works. But if you have one of them in a shared area, right? If you have a water heater and you have the electrical box in the shared area, does it apply for all of the units that are on that lot? Does that make sense? Like if I have a residential rental and there's 5 lots in this one, for instance, this is the landlord suite that we're working on. This was where I planned to play, to be honest with you. When I was building this, I played in this one and I played in the other ones as well. Just to make sure. And so this unit's a little bit bigger. You could probably rent this one out for more, but it has less beds. It just has a bigger living room. It's literally just meant to be a landlord suite. Like you're not meant to be in this unit for a lot. I put a lot of outdoor stuff that you can go and do. And not to mention it's inside of the city living world. So like there's already a ton of stuff you can do in that world. Like everything. And so I just built this on one of the residential lots. I loved it. I love this build. I think it's adorable. I I looked for a while because I was trying to find the little hooks. It looks like the one that's there right now, but it's not. I was looking for the one that has like the female coat and the male coats, and they like hang on the wall. I couldn't find them. For anybody else that's looking for them and don't know what they're called, they're in the base game. They're under wall outside like wall decoration under the little like sun mask filter. You know what I'm talking about? That right there is literally like how you do it. It is so frustrating. It's in there. I don't know why, but it's in there. I don't know what they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but I will be honest with you. They're in wall decoration under base game. That's all I can give you. I know that my build by catalog had expanded again. If you're new to modding in The Sims, that is a mod that I use. It's called Team Expandable Build by, I believe. It is in the description of this video if you want to download it, as well as all the other mods I use in this video, as well as the ones I use in my personal gameplay. I have all of those linked down below for you guys if you guys also want to play with them. I do play on PC, so I don't know if, I'm assuming they don't work on console. I haven't played on console in a hot minute. But yeah, all the mods I use are in the description, and much love to those creators because I would not want to play this game without it. To be honest with you, I've played it on old consoles, and I can honestly say playing it with mods is like the best way to go. It is the most fun. I put a little hopscotch out there. The one thing I didn't use and I don't fully understand how it works is the little um it's like a shrine almost, to be honest with you. It's kind of like it's supposed to increase the mood. I haven't used it, so I don't really know how it works. But if somebody has, let me know. I'd be interested to know how it works and if it's worth putting in a build. Because it doesn't take up a lot of room, but when you're on a build like this and you have so many lots and you don't have a lot of outside space, every square counts. Every square counts, man. I did put an easel in one of them in the landlord suite, but I realized I didn't put like really any activities other than like a computer in each one, which is honestly fine. Your Sims only really need a computer and a television to be like to keep their needs up of their fun and stuff. Like you really don't need a ton. And I probably put too bougie of a computer anyways, but it fit the vibe and that's what I was going for. This little shared room right here on the side that I'm building right now is the utility room. And this is what I was talking about earlier is like, I wonder if that applies. Like when one breaks, do all of them lose their stuff? Because that's what I would assume. But I also need to know if you can put the water heater and the circuit box in each apartment and then it will only affect that apartment. That's what I don't know. And I don't know how to Google that necessarily because that's too long to Google. So if you know, let me know down in the comments. Just right there. Let me know. Let me know what happened because I don't know. I don't know if it works that way or not. I really don't. However, we are wrapping the build up, so I just put the top was too bland. So I put some like HVAC units. Now, For Rent does work with seasons, and there are like HVAC units and the water, not the water heaters, what are they called? The radiators. The radiators, you can have them sync up to a thermostat, but I don't know if a lot of people really have seasons. It is probably the best expansion pack if you're going to get any of them. However, I didn't want to put it in the build because I don't really know how many people actually have it. And I didn't want to like section off an entire, section of people to discourage them from using this. Like I said, I want my builds to be used by everybody that it can. All of the core stuff is either For Rent in this one. Home Chef Hustle is the entire kitchen. So if you were to download this and you don't have Home Chef Hustle, you could just change the kitchen. I tried to make this as easy as possible. However, that is the build. I love it. I think it's adorable. I think it fits in perfectly with the surrounding buildings. And not to mention, you're like right next door to one of the bars, I think, in this build, like on this lot. So it just kind of worked. It was great. I love this build. Let me know what you guys think of this build down in the comments below. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. So I will see you guys next time. And I hope you have a great day. All right. Bye, everybody.